word does not exist. It didn't exist until the mid-1800s. And it really didn't come to light till a man named Charles Scofield. How many of you have a Scofield Bible? I have a couple of reference Bibles, and it all predicts all kinds of nasty things about end times and rapture and stuff. You know, we had to study end times when I was in school. Call it eschatology. And it simply means it's the study of last things. Could be dinosaurs or whatever, anything that was the last thing, that's the study of. You study on last things. And I know there are some of you today, when you hear the word end times, sometimes some of you freak out. I have a couple people over at the Memphis church, I'm going to tell you what, they don't even want me to talk about it. Because they're afraid. And I say, where is your faith? If you're afraid. You know, they see everything as doom and gloom, and I say, why? Why do you see everything as doom and gloom? And it should not be. If your faith is strong, if you live your life the way God intended, why worry? Why worry? You should be happy. Now, Christians should face life with a smile on their face. What did I tell you to do with your face if you're happy?
Show it.
Let your face show it. If your face shows it, then your faith shows it as well. Always. You won't be afraid. You won't be caught off guard because you're living in the light. Jesus was the light. All throughout the Gospels, Jesus repeatedly said, I am coming back soon. He did. He said that, and I believe that. But who soon is he coming back in? Is he coming back in my soon? Or is he coming back in God's soon? Figure with God, time is relative. It's relative. It doesn't matter. We could go crazy worrying about end time stuff. We could. It could drive us absolutely insane. But why worry when we have enough worries in this life already? That's why I said, Grandma will do all the worrying for us. I mean, if we have a lot of worries here, Barb will take it out and worry it away for us. I can see it. My grandma would have done it. She'd have took all the worries out with her. Jesus leaves the temple with his disciples, and they begin to marvel at the massiveness of the temple, of the structure, the buildings. And they say, look, teacher, what huge stones. What large buildings. Look at the majesty of the temple and the beauty of it all. You know, I can remember as a child, my first encounter with tall buildings was in Detroit. Seeing big buildings, and to me they were massive. You know, I think I was like 5 or 6 when I could first really recollect seeing these buildings and how massive they were. And they were majestic. They were stone carvings, and some of the cathedrals and stuff were just unbelievable, especially to a child. And now I can go back, and some of the buildings aren't even there anymore. They're gone. They're gone. Some neighborhood blocks are completely just, they're gone. And Detroit is not the same as far as I remember it as a child. The landscape has changed. I enjoyed looking at those buildings. Some of them are gone now, and they seemed impossible to be gone. But nothing lasts forever. And this is what Jesus said about the temple. He said, do you see these great buildings? Not one stone will be left upon another, and all will be thrown down. Now that is a bubble-bursting statement, especially to those who are devout Jews. If we were to say the same thing about this church, that would burst our bubbles. We wouldn't want to think about that. We wouldn't want to think about it. But what he told the disciples was the truth. Don't get attached to the things in life here. Don't get attached to the things in life here. But in our humanness, we do become attached to things, become attached to people, and our way of life. Things that we're familiar with, we're used to, we're comfortable with. We don't want that to change. Every year we celebrate a birthday, right, Ross? I think you've stopped now, haven't you? Okay, you've stopped. Yeah, every year. Another year of life. But at the very same time, we know it cannot be reversed. You can't back it up. Each and every moment we move closer and closer to our own personal end time. And where do you want to spend eternity? Where do you want to spend eternity? Jesus wants to be fully alive and enjoying this life. But you cannot focus on your eternity looking at this life alone. You really need to think ahead. You really need to plan ahead. Make plans for your future here. I mean, after all, we save money for our homes. We save money for our children's education. Why are we not making plans for our future? For our future. A future in the life after this one, in which we as Christians invest a lot of time in. A lot of time in. To face it, people, all our planning here will not guarantee us heaven unless we invest in it. You have to invest that part. But we still become stuck on earthly quest. And when we talk about end times, we become distressed. Jesus said, beware that no one leads you astray, because many will come in my name and say, I am he,